Flatbush quiet. Brooklyn, April 2020. Brooklyn didn't know how to be still. Flatbush especially. So when the block went quiet, it felt wrong. Like the city was holding its breath, waiting to see who would survive or was coming next. Apollo leaned against the bedroom window of the old apartment on Church Avenue, watching the street below like it was a movie she'd already seen before. The same cracked sidewalks, same Caribbean spot on the corner with the metal gate halfway down, handwritten sign taped to it. Closed due to COVID. Stay safe. She scoffed softly. Safe, she murmured, her voice naturally raspy, like smoke lived in her throat. She didn't remember a time when anybody around here was safe. Apollo adjusted her Balenciaga slides and glanced at herself in the reflection. Dark skin, smooth and glowing, body thick in all the right places, hair falling down her back in soft waves. The kind of pretty that made people stare too long and hate you quietly for it. The kind of pretty her mother used to say was both a blessing and a liability. Her mother, Marcy, was gone now. Not dead, just disappeared, the way addicts and hustlers sometimes did when life got caught up too fast. Last Apollo heard, she was somewhere in Jersey, boosting again, running from warrants and bad memories. Growing up, Apollo learned early that bills didn't care how you felt. Love didn't keep the lights on. Money did. Her phone buzzed on the bed behind her. Instagram notification. Another DM. Another heart emoji. She ignored it and opened a group chat titled It Girls Only. Chauncey. Tell me why the club's shutting down right when summer body's ready. Apollo smirked and typed back. God said sit y'all asses down. A second later, Chauncey FaceTimed her. Apollo answered, already smiling. Chauncey's face filled the screen. Light skin, lashes thick, bonnet halfway slipping off her head. Bitch, Chauncey said immediately. This virus ruined my plans. Apollo laughed. Your plans to eat off men and disappear? Yes, exactly those plans. Apollo walked back to the bed and sat down. You act like niggas ain't still outside. They outside, Chauncey said, rolling her eyes. But they scared now. You know fear make men cheat. Apollo crossed her legs. Fear also makes people move sloppy. Chauncey leaned closer to the camera. Which is why Sterling called me. That got Apollo's attention. What? What Sterling want? Chauncey smiled slow. Money. Apollo stared at the screen, quiet now. Sterling had been in the streets since before they both finished high school. Everybody in Flatbush knew him, or knew of him. Tall, dark-skinned, beard always lined up, always in something foreign, always calm in a way that made you nervous. He didn't just talk to talk. He said the government handing out free money, Chauncey continued. Loans, grants, some shit for small businesses. Apollo laughed under her breath. Government don't hand out nothing for free. That's what I said, Chauncey replied. But he said it in different this time. He said everybody panicking, nobody checking shit. Apollo leaned back, staring at the ceiling fan that hadn't worked in years. She thought about the empty streets, the closed stores, the panic she saw in people's eyes at the bodega. Chaos always created opportunity. When he want to meet? Apollo asked. Chauncey grinned. Tonight? Of course. Later that night, downtown Brooklyn looked like a ghost town wrapped in luxury. The high-rise Sterling lived in towered over empty sidewalks, glass glowing like money in the dark. Apollo stepped out the Uber, pulling her coat tighter around her body, mask on, sunglasses still on her face, even though it was dark. Old habits. Sterling's building smelled like wealth and disinfectant. He met them in the lobby. Sterling looked exactly like he always did. Effortlessly expensive, black hoodie, Amiri jeans, Rolex flashing like it had something to prove. His beard was freshly cut, and when he smiled, it was slow and confident. Apollo, he said, voice smooth. Chauncey. Chauncey hugged him first. You miss us? I miss money, Sterling replied, barely smiling. Apollo raised an eyebrow. Then talk. They rode the elevator up in silence. Once inside the apartment, Apollo took it all in. Floor-to-ceiling windows, city lights everywhere, furniture that looked like nobody actually sat on it. Sterling poured himself a drink and leaned against the counter. PPP loans, he said. Paycheck Protection Program. Apollo folded her arms. For businesses. Sterling nodded. Real ones, fake ones, they don't know the difference yet. Chauncey's eyes lit up. How much? Sterling smiled wider. Enough to change how you live. Apollo felt something shift in her chest. Not excitement exactly, more like instinct. The same instinct her mother had when she walked out with stolen bags and a smile. And the catch? Apollo asked. Sterling looked directly at her. The catch is eventually everybody get greedy. Silence filled the room. Outside, Brooklyn stayed quiet. Inside, a storm was starting.